Hi, I'm Teresa and welcome to Forte Flicks. Today I'm going to take you through 5 of my favorite vibrato exercises. You can either watch the entire video at once or watch the video and pause after each section so you have a chance to practice the exercises on your instrument. Let's get to work. The first exercise we're going to do today is called crazy shifting. So what you do, so you put your instrument up, and first, without your bow, you're going to practice shifting from approximately 1st to 5th position, and you're going to gradually get smaller and smaller and smaller until your first finger is planted in 1st position, and then you're going to continue that motion and just vibrate. We are now ready for the crazy part. Explain to your parents that you're actually practicing. So we do this first without the bow, so your fingers can learn 2 different skills. So once you've done it a couple times without the bow, you have the motion, it's time to try it with the bow, which is harder, and it's going to sound really crazy. And then you're going to proceed to do the steps on each finger. So then the 2nd finger, no bow. And then when you feel like you have the hang of it, add the bow. And it's important to make sure when you're shifting that your hand is moving as one unit and that your thumb isn't trailing behind. Continue the exercise on your 3rd and 4th finger. We are next going to learn the cat pounce. So pretend that there is a poor little mouse sitting on your string, and there's an awful mean cat on your index finger, and from way up here, you're going to pounce on the mouse and shake your arm as fast as you can. And you're going to do this really energetically with a lot of energy going through your fingertip, through your hand, and your entire arm. And you actually want to hear the cat striking on the mouse. So first we'll try this with the 1st finger. And I would do it a couple more times. Then move on to the 2nd finger. Third, 4th, and then you're ready to add the bow. So when I teach this with the bow, I like to start with playing an open string, and that could represent the cat on the string, not the cat on the string, the mouse on the string. And then when you put your finger down, that's the cat. So we'll start with open A. Do it again. Keep in mind when you strike the string that all the weight of your arm needs to hang down and you're not pressing with your thumb. Pay attention to the position of your elbow. It should be hanging comfortably under your instrument. We are now going to work on rhythms with the metronome. So for this exercise, we're going to practice going from the pitch and rocking your knuckle slightly below the pitch and collapsing the finger joint and coming back up to it. When you do this with the metronome, this really helps with your coordination and control for when you're doing vibrato in context. A good tempo to start this out is a quarter note at 72. So I'm going to adjust the tempo to 72 on the metronome and then get ready to practice. So now without the bow, we're going to practice rocking back on the index finger to even quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a few pointers. When you do this, it's important that you're having a really good position before you start. you want to keep your wrist straight and your whole arm relaxed. We're going to try this a little faster now. So I'm going to turn the metronome back to 72, but we're going to try eighth notes, still without the bow. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the next step would be to try 16th notes. 3 and a 4 and a. I'm going to turn off the metronome now. The next step is to repeat the process with your bow. If you're finding you're having a hard time getting the motion to work the way you want to, I recommend doing this in front of a mirror. It helps with the coordination and your muscles will work more effectively for you. So we'll turn the metronome back on and we'll continue our work. So right now I'm going to show you quarter notes on your first finger, and I recommend doing at least 8 to 20 beats on each finger. So our quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, our eighth notes, 3 and 4 and. And then 16th notes, 3, 4. All right, couple of things about the process. So when you're practicing vibrato, exercises with a metronome are probably one of the more important things to do and takes the longest. I'm not going to show you every finger, but what I showed you on the first finger, you're going to do on your second, third, and fourth fingers. Take your time to do a really great job. It's going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. The next exercise is one note, all fingers. So you're going to pick whatever finger you think you have the strongest vibrato on and vibrate on it and try to mimic that sound quality on every finger. My most comfortable finger is my second finger. So I'm going to go up in position. Just listen to a couple of really strong notes. And I'm going to try to copy that quality on my first finger. I'm going to go back to the second finger and really listen to the ring in the sound and the quality of that note. Now on the third finger. Didn't like it as much. I'm going to go back to my second finger. Try that third finger again. And everybody's favorite, the pinky. Lastly, everybody needs a vibrato song. I recommend something super simple. So I'm going to start with the first phrase of a chorus from Judas Maccabeus by Handel. And I'm going to listen to the quality of the vibrato, and I'm just going to play through the phrase and focus on every finger equally. It is now time for the joke of the day. Why couldn't the music teacher find her keys? Because they were in the piano. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.